聞こえるいくつもつないで重なった星の波が溢れてかすかに潮騒を垂らして呼んでる。だからもう奇跡待たなくてもいいの。飛び込んで会いに来て。渚の果て何度でも二つからいつか思いが叶うまで。闇の翼のマーメイド連れてってきらめく橋の向こうまで。一緒に
Well, hope you enjoyed those. The first song was titled Brat Overflow, which I played twice because I accidentally had an audio open and I might have vaporwared it. But the second song was Seaside Vacation. Both songs are from a game that only 10 people played called 13 Sentinels The Aegis Rim, or the Aegis Rim, however you say it. Vanillaware's magnum opus, in my honest opinion. And if you don't agree, you're wrong. And if you don't like this game, it's because you got a small dick. Anyways, before we talk a little bit more and try to be as spoiler-free as possible, I'll just give Jason 10-second head start. Here we go. Yo, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep, heard that.
Yep, I did. So yeah, you just finished 13 Sentinels today, you said. I finished it on Thursday, and I spent all weekend just screaming at everyone I know, play 13 Sentinels!
Yep, now I need to do the same goddamn thing to the point where, oh, we'll get to that, Ifrit. Every time I see a tweet saying that 13 Sentinels is on sale for this much money, I'm just going to retweet the shit out of it and tell people play this goddamn game or I will fucking beat you with a crowbar. I don't know. Game's great.
I'll start gifting it to people.
I mean, now I need to reevaluate my 2020 Game of the Year after this.
Yeah. I also I also need to go through the in-game wiki because there's a few things I'm a little bit mixed up on still, and I also want to S rank the final mission. Good damn, that final mission was absurd. That was the only one that actually gave me a challenge.
What'd you get?
I got I think it defaults to a C rank.
I got an A.
Really? Oh, damn, nice.
Yeah,
I also did not have a good team
you're
for
right.
it.
Sentries are bullshit. So I just
Yeah.
considering it was strictly plain defense, that's all I did. And
Yep. See, I had like two Gen 1s on my team, so I was actually rushing in and getting hurt pretty bad.
oh, I didn't take a look at damage, but I was still like blown away on how long it took.
Yeah, because it's the only mission where you can't just you can't just wipe out everyone.
Nope. Yeah, great game. I wish we could talk more about it.
Yep. Hey, it's a game. Play it. What happens to the story? Fucking play it.
In fact, I'm gonna fucking bug Mangus. I'm gonna tell him, dude, this game will make you forget everything. Okay, maybe it's going a little too far considering that game is near dear to his heart, but I don't think I can enjoy Xenogears as highly if I play after 13 Sentinels, because 13 Sentinels was crazy awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that thing where I think that I rank it alongside Danganronpa 3 for being like my favorite game storyline, but Danganronpa 3 is just the reason I love it so much is because it's very meta.
Oh yeah, the ending was beautiful.
Yeah, and that, but
I
also
can't believe people hate it.
Oh, man. If they hate it, it did its job.
That's
also,
good.
Sorry, continue.
That's actually that's a good way of seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also will argue to the ends of the earth about Monster Girl Quest having one of the best storylines in an RPG.
Never played it.
It is bizarrely well written, and it hits a point where it's like, oh, shit is just popping off constantly at the end of this game. It kind of has that Xenoblade 1 style of storytelling where just it really escalates hard.
All right. So, want to know why I titled the video what I did?
I sure do.
Fuck. You probably already know because
I know exactly why.
So last week, AEW Revolution had its pay-per-view, and one of the things that was advertised was a explosive barbed wire death match between Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose in the WWE, ex-member of the Shield, versus Harpo Fingerfuck, better known as Kenny Omega, known for fighting blow-up dolls and pandering to gamers. And that's why he's getting over so much. So these matches, the barbed wire death matches, usually end with a giant explosion. And I'm not gonna lie, as a guy who likes to see shit blown to pieces, it does look impressive. If you get caught in the middle of it, and then the ring explodes, and then the person in the ring can sell it like Yamcha afterwards.
Yeah.
So here's what happened at the finish. Kenny Omega and his former Bullet Club buddies with the poor man's NWO. I believe their names are Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson? Yeah. They run in, they interfere. Moxley is beaten down. The timer was going off. Eddie Kingston, who had a feud with him earlier, decided to save his ass. And I feel so fucking bad for him. I really do after this.
Yeah.
That's like the only person I feel bad for. He goes in, he runs, he tries to cover Moxley in order to, like, you know, do the mortar shell cover, you know, trying to, that thing. And then they're all screaming, take cover, loud alarm noises, all that shit. And we get a couple sparklers and a bunch of cheap firecracker explosions. And the audience hated it.
Because it looked like shit.
And poor Eddie Kingston had to sell it like he just got fucking carpet bombed.
Yep. It was worse than like a bad rock show pyrotechnic.
Dude, this I know we're only in March, but I think this is Cooker 2021 unless WWE has a hold my beer moment by the time WrestleMania shows up.
This is such a good moment. Yeah, it is something that I think is going to be referenced for quite a while, and I really hope that it still has sway when when Cooker 2021 rolls around.
Okay, so Matthew just uploaded the Botchamania episode this afternoon, and he's like,
"Oh, great."
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it. I watched a few minutes when I was at the bar. And he's like, okay, I'm just going to get all this shit out of the way. And it's in like the first 5 minutes, and I think it's still going. It's just making fun of that fucking moment.
There's supposed to be a big Earth-Shattering Kaboom.
So, AEW has a wrestling show called Dynamite, and it airs on TNT. And this is the best they could deliver.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that does suck.
Amazing irony.
Imagine paying $50 on the pay-per-view or fucking risking your health to be one of the limited audience members to watch it on stage. Yeah, people were of course videotaping this with their phone, expecting a moment, and of course when it didn't happen, you can hear the very loud audible, "Oh, come on, boo."
Boo.
Oh yeah, and of course, AEW's been getting really copyright horny, taking any footage down or demonetizing whatever. Oh, I have something to say about that. Hold on, let me put that down. I have a list of topics to cover because there's a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Tony,
It's been a week.
Tony Khan gets in a kerfuffle. Okay. Yeah, it's been a week. I mean, the 10-year anniversary of the Tohoku earthquake happened, for fuck's sake.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
I remember that was a crazy quake.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking scared shitless every fucking day, being like, "Oh my god, oh no, oh how fucked." Yeah. So that happens, and of course, everyone's trying to salvage this. I think the best person, unironically, doing his best to salvage it was Moxley, because he gets up while the EMTs are checking on Kingston, despite the fact that it was Moxley who went through more shit. He gets up, he sits up, grabs a microphone, and he says something along the lines of, Kenny Omega might be a tough son of a bitch, but he can't build an explosive ring worth of shit. I'm like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I forgot what the rest he said, but goddamn it, that was actually pretty good. So yeah, everyone's saying everyone's trying to be in kayfabe, but then again, AEW already exposed their business a long time ago. I mean, for fuck's sake, we found out what happened to Shaq. He just ran out of the ambulance. There was a phone footage. So, yeah.
They were pushing that one too.
I haven't watched this week's Revolution, though I was kind of semi-tempted because I know they were going to cover their asses. Oh, and they did. I forgot to put that down the list. I'll title this bit 69 Me Don. Yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay.
But and I haven't listened to Jim Cornette's review. I'm listening to the podcast right now, but I haven't gotten to that part of the podcast. But yeah, Al and I were just fucking sharing tweets. I mean, there was a tweet where the explosion effects were dubbed with fart noises, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
The fact that they had Excalibur's "My God" part still added in afterwards. So yeah, this upcoming week of AEW Dynamite, I saw two things specifically. One, Kenny Omega and his manager, who is running Impact, the Jackal. You might know him as the former manager of the Oddities.
Oh yeah.
Don Callis.
Mm-hmm.
He's cutting a promo, being all like, "Yeah, well, and I'm glad we pissed you off. This was all according to Keikaku," despite the fact that Kenny Omega made this match just solely on the fact so he could destroy Moxley once and for all.
Yeah. Excellent work.
Oh, apparently MJF has a new faction. Okay, so he finally realized that Jericho's not someone he should look up to anymore. Good. But anyways, they've been doing that. Eddie Kingston walks in. They make fun of him, and they play the countdown again. Like they knew he was going to come into the ring like they knew this was going to happen. And Kenny Omega's like falling down, pretending to be in pain or whatever. And Don is like, and he literally says, 69 me, Don, 69 me, or some shit like that. And I'm like,
oh. Cat's trying to eat my microphone.
Calliope.
Calliope. She wants to be a VTuber like her namesake.
So, yeah, this is WCW 2000 pretending that is WCW from 96 to 98.
Oh.
This is AEW. I mean, so there's another YouTuber that was reviewing some AEW shows by the name of Girl on Cinema. I saw one of her videos. I'm not going to subscribe to her on two accounts. One, her voice is just nails to a chalkboard on me. I'm sorry.
I hate that.
She has a very high-pitched, condescending tone, and I can't. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion.
There's many YouTubers I've refused to watch just based entirely on their voices.
Yeah, some of them just don't have a good voice or a good presentation. Like me. Now, and the second thing is, while I was agreeing with everything she was saying, she had to do like two instances of being a whiny leftist SJW that caused me to roll my eyes. Yeah, Johnny.
Video?
I think she said why I stopped watching AEW or whatever. But anyways, my point is, I think either her video got taken down or demonetized, and she mentions this on Twitter, and fucking Tony Khan, the spoiled rich brat he is, decides to directly respond to her, saying, "Well, I'm sorry that we affected your revenue, but you're using our footage that we spent millions of dollars making and shit."
Transformative media is covered under fair use. I hate that argument. Oh, I can't use our footage.
And of course, Jim Cornette caught eye of this and fucking, maybe if you actually presented a better program that even women like untrained fans like her can see through the bullshit, maybe you wouldn't be in this position. Yeah, man.
Cornette going for the jugular.
Dude, yeah, he rarely goes on Twitter. He only goes on Twitter for like a small section of his day, but when he does, man, he'll unleash. He got that metaphorical tennis racket.
Metaphorical and literal.
All right. Now, and I saw another promo because I was curious. There's an angle between the best friends in Orange Cassidy versus Kip Sabian and Miro. I mentioned Miro before, a.k.a. Rusev, a.k.a. Lana's wife, the woman who was getting put through the table nine
the tables every week.
And then she got her revenge when she dodged a drop that caused Nia Jax to hurt her hole. My hole!
God.
Um,
What a weird
Chuck
way for a
Taylor-
feud to end.
Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy were at an arcade, and Chuck Taylor tries to cut a promo for this cool idea for a match. But so many things were wrong with it. But I'll get to that later. But the point is, he wants to set up a bunch of arcade machines outside the arena so he can fucking slam his skull into each and every one of them, which 20 years ago, I would fucking love that. Couple things. One, Chuck Taylor, even though he's been through hell with these guys, they've beaten up his tag team partner, they nearly injured Orange Cassidy, they made him a butler for a month.
Yeah.
And yet, when he talks about this, he talks in the most bored, nonchalant, whatever attitude. He even does a bit of a shoulder shrug. Shoulder shrug. I'm sorry, if I've been through that shit, I would be blowing a gasket screaming and being angry. Like, where's the energy? Where's the aggression? Oh, by the way, like, Orange Cassidy was like sitting on a Fast and Furious arcade machine, and Chuck looks at him and goes, "You didn't even put a quarter in." And he didn't, because he's clearly not playing the game. The game's clearly not in play mode.
How do I video game?
And Orange Cassidy, for some reason, takes the fucking stick shift. You know where the shifts are usually on the right side of some of these games. And they're not really like realistically where a car would be, but they would like be on the. They would be horizontally placed. You know how most racing games you can switch between auto and manual transmissions, and the transmission shift would like be like closer to the screen than to your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy for some reason just pushes that down, even though he didn't. I thought he was going to put a quarter in and start playing, but no, he just did that instead. Where's the kabooming anger? Yeah, exactly. And then after they pitch that idea, Orange Cassidy gets up, takes off his glasses, and says very boring, very energetically, "And then we'll break you."
Excellent reading. You know what would have made that?
Why not build a wrestling arena like inside an arcade? Or better, yeah, or just not have a wrestling arena in there after all, and just do like a backstage, a brawl similar to something like Stone Cold versus Booker T or some shit like that.
I love brawling to the back so much.
And secondly, like, come on, man. Like, if I was pitching the idea of having to fight inside an arcade where I have to break machines with the opponent's body, I would have been like, I'd be like, "Man, you see this NBA Jam arcade machine? Well, what would happen if I took, that's some pretty thick glass right there. What happened if I just took your hand and just smash it right through there?" But why stop there? "Oh, look, a pinball machine. Oh, that's classic. How about I just powerbomb your sorry ass in there? And what's this? Time Crisis. Okay, well, the gun is cheap plastic, whatever, but what if I just rip the damn thing out, leave the cord, and just use it to strangle your throat until you're out of
There's so many
breath?"
creative things you can do in an arcade.
And that is just an appetizer for what I'm about to do to you next week. You hear me, Miro?
That's an appetizer. I'm gonna throw your ass on the GDR machine.
I'm trying to I'm trying to think.
And there's some creative.
Yeah, it's gonna make Crash Holly's Fun Time USA match with the Headbangers look like fucking Ricky Steamboat versus Macho Man at WrestleMania 3.
Oh no. My
And speaking
favorite.
of Miro, apparently he wants to pick a fight with Corny.
Oh.
And yeah, that's another thing, Ifrit. Like, if they actually took actual arcade machines and destroy them, that would make me sad, because I rather preserve them. But I have a feeling they're just going to be cheap looking props.
Yeah, I'm expecting a bunch of. It's whatever. We built a pinball machine in our backyard.
Yeah. Miro accuses Jim of slut shaming because Kip Sabian, I think, has a woman on her side named Penelope, and Jim just calls her Penelope Pitstop.
Okay.
You know who Penelope Pitstop is, right?
Never heard that term.
Wacky Races?
I'm assuming it's a lounge.
No,
lizard
Wacky
type
Races,
deal,
the cartoon character.
Oh, really? That? Okay.
Apparently,
I
Miro.
thought it was like a reference to like truckers.
No, apparently Miro didn't know this, so he fucking went off on like 50 tweets.
God damn it!
Accusing him of being slut shaming, accusing him how his comments
He's
like
not
that.
being slut shaming. He's just being a boomer.
No, he just references an innocent cartoon character. That's it. Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear how Corey's going to...
Wacky Races was great.
Kip Sabian's wife, Penelope, yeah, whatever. He just calls her Penelope Pitstop, Wacky Races, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then Miro thought it was slut shaming, and he even said something along the lines of, you know, there's comments like that where women are afraid to get into the wrestling industry,
No, what?
talking like a simp.
Oh no, that's the reason women are afraid to get in the wrestling industry, to be compared to cartoon characters.
Yeah.
God.
Also, moments like this is proven Undertaker's point on Joe Rogan's podcast about how wrestlers are
I didn't hear about
soft.
that.
Oh, yeah. And everyone got mad. Except for Jim, he agrees.
Does that kind of prove your point? Like, man, people today get mad so easily. We're mad that you insinuated that!
Wrestlers these days are soft. No, we're not. Meanie weenie boopy.
You hurt my feelings. Why'd you do that, Undertaker?
Okay, did I cover everything in AEW? Okay, I think that's it. Also, I might have to backpedal my thing about Lola Bunny.
Okay.
Did you listen to Castle Super Beast this week?
Yeah, I'm like halfway through right now.
Okay.
Because I stopped listening to the current weeks so I could listen to the spoiler cast for 13 Sentinels.
Okay, they covered this in the second half for sure, but they bring up the Lola Bunny redesign we talked about last week, and yeah. It is stupid that people are getting upset because the titties are gone. But here's the thing. I think WB made a statement, and Pat brings this up. And the statement was they redesigned her to be more capable.
That's fucking dumb. Having massive titties does not make you less capable.
That's exactly what him and Peach Saliva said. So girls with big boing boings can't be good athletes.
Paige is pretty busty, and she's very capable of. She's capable of dealing with all of Pat's bullshit, as well as eating an entire pineapple, even though she's allergic.
But the other thing I want to bring up is Lola Bunny is a goddamn Looney Tune. They always defy the physics of reality, no matter what.
Yeah.
The Daffy Duck gets shot in the head by Elmer Fudd. Does his head explode? No. He just loses a couple feathers and his beak gets dislocated, but he can put that back on in 2 seconds. Like, yeah. Yeah, it was either A, just shut up.
Yeah.
Or B, just say, you know what? If we made this character sexy, we're going to have creepy 30-year-olds make Rule 34 art, and we don't want that on our Google search.
All you had to do was, we've seen what the internet does, and we don't want to give them ammunition.
Oh no, Luna, absolutely not. Forbid it. A goth girl is no place for
No. Living World's no place for a goth girl. You've seen those freaks that drool all over you. Looks at screen.
The camera.
Oh God. I was one of the people they were looking at.
Speaking of, did you see episode 4?
I just watched it before we started. It had some fun designs. I think my favorite joke in the whole episode was Okay, because the plot of Hell of a Boss episode 4 is that they're trying to kill this old billionaire.
This evil old billionaire.
Yeah, this evil old billionaire who really wants to die at the start of it, and then these little angels come down and go, no, we're gonna tell you how much you want to live. And then Moxie at one point goes like, are you really trying to keep this in this decrepit old capitalist alive? And then Blitz just pulls out a bottle of piss and goes, no, Moxie, stop being too real, and starts spraying him in the face.
Anyways, I told you this. I want to see if you understand what I meant when I said, "Oh, I'm expecting a shitload of fan art of this one particular moment." Did you find out what I was referring to?
I'm either going to say the gadget one or maybe the angel deer.
No, I was saying seeing Moxie and Blitz in drag.
Oh, you know what? You're right. They went in drag like 4 different times in the episode, and I kind of stopped processing it.
Well, they had 4 different costumes. They weren't in basically women's clothes, but
I mean, they were also dressed as cats at one point. So.
Oh God, the nature scene, sweet Jesus!
That nature scene is great. All the energy for that scene was incredible.
Oh man.
So. You know what's a thing that I'm trying to remember. Like, there's a random throwaway line in Looney Tunes Back in Action where it's Porky Pig and Speedy Gonzales just kind of chilling. Or no, I think it is Pepe Le Pew and not Speedy Gonzales. Just chilling at a restaurant, going like, yeah, you know what? It's like political correctness is it's absolute pain or something like that. That's all they need to say.
Pepe Le Pew is apparently Pepe Le Pew.
Everyone forgets that Pepe Le Pew is also going. The joke of him is also, haha, the French don't bathe.
Yeah, that was kind of the reason why that cat was avoiding him, was because he stunk. Yeah. I remember this one episode where Pepe, I think, got covered in blue paint or some shit, but the cat lost her like painted streak on her back. So Pepe was like, "Hey, where's my little flower?" Blah blah blah, and the cat got thirsty for him almost immediately.
Yep, I do remember that. Yeah, the cat did like him when you remove the stink, and when Pepe isn't interested, the cat likes it.
Whatever. Nobody's gonna see Space Jam 2. I mean, the first we said it before. The first film actually sucks. The older
good.
No.
It's good for meme value, and that's about it.
And I agree with Pat. You know, LeBron's probably a hell of an athlete, but he's no Jordan.
Nope.
I love how he just casually said that, and then Woolie's trying to describe to him that you just literally stomped on a landmine saying that.
Yeah, Pat doesn't care. He will walk on that landmine, get blown up into the sky, and be like, whatever, I'm glad I said it. I'm glad I stepped there.
Yeah, I can fly.
Oh man, there's a moment where usually I'm all on Pat's side, but there's a moment in the 13 Sentinel spoiler cast where I'm like, God damn it, Pat, shut the hell up! You're ruining the conversation.
Oh, kind of like how Woolie ruined the conversation on. I wanted to hear what content was in Cyberpunk because it all sounds believable to me.
Wait, what about this?
No, it was like a couple episodes ago. Like Pat was listing off some shit that they were originally going to have in Cyberpunk.
Oh. Yeah.
And then fucking Woolie sidestepped the entire conversation because he doesn't like to accidentally spread misinformation on his podcast. I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm more interested in how CDPR fucked it all up.
I'm more interested in content.
But and speaking of CDPR fucking up, I can't wait. I uninstalled that fucking game.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I might just reinstall, I don't know, Red Dead 2 again, or
I need to make room on my PlayStation because Final Fantasy VII Remake is free for PS Plus right now, or maybe I missed that boat, I don't know.
Oh my god, 13 Sentinels is free for a month?
That'd be fucking hype.
I would go completely insane. I will go on a rampage telling people to play this game.
Everyone play it. Okay, that would be great if it was free. I did download Control, which everything I saw of Control looked really cool, and I love I love that it's just SCP the action game.
That's also a side story of Alan Wake.
Yeah. I don't really care about the Alan Wake thing that much because I never really cared about I never really cared much about Twin Peaks, so I think it's interesting and I always wanted to get into it, but I feel like I just wouldn't be satisfied with the story.
Cancel culture can't ban Johnny Bravo. He already had his show, and Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And
Speedy Gonzalez is invincible because every time anybody gets upset with him, all of Latin America speaks up and goes, "No, we love Speedy. Shut the fuck up, gringo." Okay, that's a thing. I don't want to get like political because I'm not really a fan of doing that, but I adore whenever like white people or like people with like one drop of Latin blood in them who live in the United States try to speak for all of Mexico or all of Spain or any of that because they want none of that shit. Every time somebody says Latinx, they get so pissed off. He goes, "No, Latino is already gender neutral, you dumb fucks. Stop telling us how to speak our own language."
Yeah, I'm good. Hold on, I need to sneeze.
It's so good. And like Speedy Gonzalez, like they said, "Okay, you know what? Speedy Gonzalez is culturally insensitive. We're gonna remove him from reruns." And then everyone in Mexico like started sending angry letters back in the 90s.
Yeah, they need to shut the fuck up and stop speaking for people who aren't your fucking skin color, you assholes.
Look, take out your flesh tones, look at it, and see which one matches your arm, and then those are the people you can speak for sometimes. Do you have... No, and generally don't speak for anybody else ever. Only speak for yourself. I feel this way. I feel this way too. Does this other person feel this way? I don't know. I'm not them.
In Cyberpunk, you were supposed to have new cars you could buy and retune to your liking, and also your apartment was going to be based around the lifestyle you picked and could be customized further. Yeah, that sounds believable because that was shit that we advertised, and I haven't even heard any fucking news on whether or not they started development again, or are they still locked out of their fucking systems?
Oh god, yeah. From that, I can't handle that like ransom letter that was sent to them in a text file that said you got owned or pwned or something.
Okay, boomer.
Geoff.
Pwned.
Oh no, people say pwned or boomers now? I remember saying pwned back when I was a dumb baby child.
Well, nobody says it now.
Yeah, that's true. They got hacked by a time traveler from the early 2000s.
Let's see what else we... God damn it.
Cancel culture shows ban Family Guy because Family Guy hasn't been funny for like 15, 20 years.
Oh! Can't believe I almost missed this.
Yep.
That Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah. I know. I'm happy for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans. I'm not really one of them, so I was looking at this like, oh, okay, that's a thing. People are really happy about it. Good for them.
I'm a huge fucking fan. And
I like Donatello, and that's about it.
And I have a theory, but since beat 'em ups need replay value and shit, I have a feeling that not just Splinter, but April's going to be a playable character.
Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
I base this on looking at the intro and seeing that April was able to beat up 2 Foot Clan soldiers, despite the fact in the original cartoon show she was always a damsel in distress.
I honestly could take
but I'm cool with it.
Her being an action gal makes sense to me.
Well, at this point, after how many fucking seasons? How many decades?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know what? I get kidnapped on the regular every other day. Maybe I should learn to defend myself. Also, I'm friends with ninjas. They could teach me pretty easily how to fight.
Also, there's going to be a Neptunia Saren Kagura crossover. That's good. The bad news is it's on the PS4. That's bad.
Is it bad that the second I hear any news about Neptunia, I think, how's Chris-chan going to put this into their universal merge theory?
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you don't know that? Okay, this is gonna be a thing. But basically, Chris Chan for like 2 years has been going on about a dimensional merge where all of fictional reality is going to merge with reality. This was like put in their head by kind of like gaslit into them by a bunch of people who were basically banned from Kiwi Farms. Yeah, for interacting with Chris Chan too much. And it all started because of Chris's obsession with Hyperdimension Neptunia. Going, hey, do you know Hyperdimension Neptunia is real? And like, yeah, game industry is a real place that is going to merge. It's fucking wild.
Stop. He can be a fucking shit stain to the Sonic fan base for all I care.
Yeah.
Stay the hell away from my Neptune.
Stay away from Nep.
I'm upset over the fact that it's announced for PS4. I'm like, why? Sony's trying to kill both of those franchises. Put it on Steam. Put it on Switch.
Yeah.
Put it on the fucking Xbox.
I'm surprised not on Switch. And give it 5 months, it'll be on Switch.
Yeah, probably.
Everything seems.
Oh,
does it feel like we really should have gotten an announcement of a Switch Pro or something at that Nintendo Direct?
Man, the Switch is only 4 fucking years old, dude.
But I mean,
right?
Yeah, but I think a Switch Pro is due right now because...
No, it's not, dude. Fuck you. I don't know. No.
Nintendo's always done this.
No.
Okay.
We don't need a Switch Pro right now. This console can last us another 2 years. God fucking damn.
No,
get a PS5
not another
right
console.
Now.
Just a Pro version for better performance.
Not gonna happen.
Sure, but I feel like there's a few games that kind of need it.
I know, they do need it, but here's the thing. Nintendo isn't going to make a mid-console upgrade. They probably know that's a scam.
But they did that with the DS all the time.
Well, that was the DS. It's cheap.
Yeah, but the DS isn't a thing anymore, and the Switch is their entire... Yeah, like their only system right now.
I just rather wait 2 years, get a Nintendo Super Switch, just make everything backwards compatible.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
It kind of like the Game Boy Advance. I like that, playing original Game Boy games. Like, you could compress the screen to make the graphics look better, or play on the widescreen.
And the graphics look better. Just kidding. They're shit.
The graphics look worse on the widescreen, but it looks better compressed. I thought that was fun.
Tom, we were just talking about Shredder's Revenge like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. Was the Game Boy Advance the best handheld system ever?
No.
Oh. What do you think is the best handheld system? Switch?
Probably, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, Switch is probably way better. Yeah, what the hell am I talking about? Yeah, Switch blows it out of the water.
No. Mother 3 will probably get localized, but it'll be a limited release, so you have to get it by this particular time, and it will go away forever, because Nintendo's stupid that way.
Wait, why? Chibi, why would you be doubting the Diamond and Pearl remake? I mean, they were going on about how Game Freak remakes the Pokemon games all the time.
Yeah, it's Pokemon. That game.
It's Pokemon. They don't deserve to be happy. Well, I agree with what Pat said. Why are you angry? Why do you still think that Pokemon can be good when they refuse to make it good?
They refuse to evolve, as ironic as that sounds.
Ironic. How ironic. The only thing they couldn't evolve was themselves.
All right.
The best handheld gaming system was the Game Gear.
No, it was the Sega Nomad for like 2 hours, and then the battery.
Sega Nomad, 2 hours. Time to play the game for 2 hours. Oh, I need 8 new batteries.
Let's see.
Oh, it's made by the team that made Streets of Rage 4 and the Scott Pilgrim game. That's a pretty good pedigree.
Yeah, so it does bring my hope levels a little bit higher And I need
That's not
this
a
because
reshelled.
they haven't had a good TMNT game in over 2 decades.
Even Platinum couldn't make one, which is shocking.
Exactly. So this has to be the one to knock it out of the park. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be so very, very sad.
What was I even though I played a lot of Pokemon, what was Gen 8? Was Gen 8 Sun and Moon? Or I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah? How many gens have they gone through?
I mean, I always forget which gen is which.
Man, I just know them by their stupid time.
Yeah, I do too.
Did
Pokemon? I think Pokemon peaked at Black and White. Oh, no, Gen 8 was Sword and Shield. I didn't even give Sword and Shield a chance. I didn't care.
Black and White, X and Y, Sword and Shield. Yeah, that's the latest one.
Yeah. So that's actually the weird thing, is that Sword and Shield was the Pokemon game I actually got, like, the most into since I was a kid and played Red and Blue. There's just something about Sword and Shield that got me back in. And then I filled out my regional decks. I loved that I filled out the decks. Then they introduced the national decks, and I'm like, cool, that's there. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm happy it's there. I'm done with this game, and I'm satisfied. And then, like, Sword and Shield made me excited, but then the more came out about that, I'm like, oh, this game isn't good.
This game's gonna suck.
And it did. Okay,
and it's
Sun and Moon ran badly, but I thought that the fact that it had a story and really likable characters, as well as had a bunch of really banger designs, like, made me really happy. I thought a lot of the Pokemon in Sun and Moon were really cool.
But they're not as cool as Greymon.
I don't know. The problem I have with Digimon designs is they're too cool.
No, they're not. They're just the right amount of cool.
I don't like the wolf that wears jorts.
Oh, what's his name?
Medu Greymon? I don't know.
No, that's Were-Garurumon. Yeah, and then it's Metal Garurumon.
Maybe I should try Cyber Sleuth and just, like, throw away my preconceptions for a little bit.
I mean, they got Digimon who dresses in a Bancho outfit, for fuck's sake.
All I know is that one of the girls on Drawfee is, like, really horny for Beelzemon.
Oh, that's the biker one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the biker
cool.
devil guy.
Yeah, he's cool. I think he has, like, a double barrel shotgun or something.
Yeah, that's so...
Yeah.
I know
Charizard
that Summer Wars
does Charizard have something like that? No, fuck off.
When are we gonna get a Pokemon that's just a gun?
Oh, that would be hype. Not gonna happen. Because
actually, we've got to come close. You know what? I love Toucanon. That's a fun Pokemon because it's just an angry toucan that shoots its beak like a rocket.
So yeah, you think you can get that fucking Natsuno Minami figure?
I already ordered it.
How much is it?
$150.
Fuck. Actually, no. I think I have that, but I think I might.
Hey, the stimmies are coming. So allegedly.
I think I might have. Ooh. You know what? Here's my stimulus check.
Here's my stimulus check. I'm gonna buy a VTuber avatar. I want to see, like, the dumb shit people buy. Oh, you know, the stimulus checks are just gonna go back into the stock market, and Wall Street Bets is gonna keep doubling down.
See, that's the thing that's gonna upset me. Because if I buy this, and then I find out they make one of Yuki Takamiya...
I'll buy that one, too.
Yeah, but I'm running out of space.
Good point. So, who is your favorite character? Because I think Natsuno might be my favorite.
Natsuno did have that one moment I liked a lot, which I can't say, but... All I can do is this.
Oh, yep. I love that, like, half of the cast is like, to see more, you have to play. play this part of Natsuno Manami's story. Huh, how many people are connected? Oh, 8 fucking people are connected to this part of the story. Holy shit. That's a pretty big moment in the game. Man, I love that following Natsuno Manami's story directly like fucks up your perception of what's going on because she just starts fanficking really hard. Like, you listen to her internal thoughts, I'm like, that didn't happen. Where are you jumping to this conclusion, Natsuno? I still love you, but goddamn, and nothing you say is true.
Yeah, you have one character who's like that. You have that character who does this. You have one character that's just basically Maguka.
Yeah. I fucking love Become Maguka for Juro. So that is Pat's favorite character, because like the whole thing when they were doing the spoiler cast, like at one point he's going, and after all this, she is the hottest character. And yeah, I agree. She does stuff for me. Yeah, that's a. I was gonna like dance around a thing, but that'd be kind of a spoiler.
God damn it!
Yeah,
put it on the Switch already.
Yeah.
And Steam.
Yeah, that game on Steam would be great. Actually, I liked Ogata a lot more than I thought I would.
Oh, I really like Ogata. You know, delinquent characters are always fun.
Like, a fucking like tear went down my face like when you rush into battle with him and Tomi's like going, "Don't get yourself killed." It's like, "Don't worry about me, I'm invincible." I'm like, "Yeah, you are, Ogata. Time to fucking buzzsaw this mech." I always rushed him in to like punch the shit out of everything. I think he's the only one
purchased.
That gets crazy. Is he the only one that gets the crazy upgrade for the Demolition Blade?
Maybe. I know there was one character that got like a crazy upgrade for a giant beam attack. That's just unlimited range, so I was spamming that at one particular boss battle. Oh
shit! I'm gonna have to actually. I feel like the only character that would have that is Tomi, but I'm not sure. I might have to look into that.
But anyways, yeah, I got me. I'm gonna get that figure too.
Shu, okay, yeah, okay. I like Shu Amaguchi a lot. I did not have the problem that Pat and Wooly did with the time to make a show for Yuki-chan. Because I generally saw that as being like him just being a dork.
Even though he's supposed to be a suave, cool dude with a cool motorcycle.
Yeah.
Sekigahara's motorcycle was cooler, and I like his story more because it reminded me of Total Recall.
I like Sekigahara's story a lot. I'm not really a big fan of Sekigahara because I'm not a fan of like broody characters.
I didn't think he was broody.
I just mean like every like Seki's like, "Oh, grab my head. Who am I? Where am I?"
Well, no shit.
Yeah,
I told you, Total Recall. Well,
that is that's true. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Groundhog Day. Detective Yuki on the scene to search for clues with her fists. That's my favorite story, honestly.
Yakisoba Pan.
Yeah. Oh god, Yakisoba Pan was so good. Oh yeah. Pat and Wooly did not like him. I'm like, oh no, I love Hijiyama.
He has the same voice actor as Ichiban.
Yeah,
and
it fit very well. Switching to him in Japanese is interesting. He does not have the Japanese voice I figured he would. Also, Keitaro's voice is fucking deep in Japanese.
Wow.
I like him a lot too. I did not think I would like Mira. Mira became one of my favorite characters pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially considering the shit he's gone through with the other thing, and then that.
And the fact that he hangs out with Natsuno so much really makes me like him. Like, oh, okay, they're really cute.
This is also Vanillware's like most, even though it's a very artsy game with a lot of naked bodies. This is like the most reserved they've been with their crazy ass art direction. Except for the teacher, Miss Morimura.
Damn, Morimura. Just how much ass can you fit onto her? One of her default poses is just ass facing the camera.
That's the teacher. How are the boys supposed to focus?
Yeah, I love that line. Actually, did you kind of feel that Hijiyama's personality was sort of at odds with his upgrade tree? Because I really did a lot more damage with Ogata, and even though Hijiyama's the one who like keeps saying I'm gonna rush in and do it, break everything, I couldn't do nearly as much damage with Hijiyama.
I don't know. I've actually been not using the brawls all that much because I realized I was in fights with aerial guys all the time, and
Oh, that's why I use EMP spam them. I do know that I made that mistake of using EMP Attractor more than EMP Surround. Which, that one's way better in every way. Okay.
And then there's Miwako. God damn, her voice is a helium tank.
Miwako, I like her a lot. She's fun.
Yeah, she's the token vanilla-wear dummy thick girl.
Yep. I really thought she'd be playable. Her and Okino. I was sure Okino was going to be playable.
And it turns out, nah.
Nah. Well, sort of, but...
Nah.
Man.
Nah.
Fucking Okino, I'm gonna tie you up and stomp you until you admit you're gay. Yakisoba keeps the gay at bay.
I'm gay for that yakisoba pan.
Also, I completely, forgot, that was one of the weird things, at the end of the game, oh yeah, I guess Tamao was way more important than I thought.
Yeah, I remember bumping into her and then immediately forgetting about her and then be like, oh. Right.
Okay, everyone play 13 Sentinels because we're just going off and, saying incomprehensible shit because we can't spoil anything.
It's the greatest game we're not allowed to talk about.
It's so good. No, did you see that post I made of here's the spoiler-free version of every single character?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I still was really proud of Iori's, which is eat nonstop and always be thirsty.
Well, it's eat and sleep nonstop.
Yeah, I forgot that she slept all the time. Wow, how did I miss? Yeah, I forgot about that part of her character. Yeah, eat, sleep, be thirsty.
You actually get a trophy with her.
Yeah, for all the snacks. Yeah.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise. I was like, oh wait,
That made me happy.
I need a fucking.
Did you get stuck in an infinite loop like I did because I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on and I kept just buying more food?
Yeah, I did. A lot of people did apparently.
Man, these girls have a problem. They keep just going out for hot dogs. How was your day? Oh, me and the girls went out and got 5 hot dogs in a row, then pet a cat.
Wow, that sounded like my weekends back in the day.
Have you tried this thing called yakisoba pan? No, but have you tried hamburger? And it's like, I can't be as good as yakisoba pan. No, I'm pretty sure it's better. I will fight you! It's my favorite conversation in the whole game. Fucking hamburger.
Hamburger.
Okay, everyone play 13 Sentinels because you get to see a dude from the 40s discovering burgers and he can't handle it. And another guy who bases his entire diet around yakisoba pan because he was also from the 40s.
By the way, from that perspective, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because they're Japanese guys during World War II. Meanwhile, us fucking Americans.
Yep.
It's like, it doesn't end well for you guys.
Yeah.
USA.
That's, I think, is one of the more compelling parts of the story is the 1940s stuff.
Oh man, dude. End of Evangelion in 5 minutes by Mega 64 was the funniest shit ever. They had a cameo from Tiffany Grant.
Awesome.
And I just love how it ends too. Well, nothing else to do other than to strangle you. That seems pretty dark for a Mega 64 video. Yeah, well, I didn't write it. And he does it, and she says, as a throwback to one of their earlier videos, she says, "Oh, barf."
Yeah, you were talking about this.
The first ever Mega 64 video I saw too.
Yep. I'm trying to think. The first Mega 64 video I think I've ever seen is him going around as the merchant.
Okay, I remember Derek going around as Doc Lewis back in 2009. Yeah, giving tips while talking about how much he loves chocolate mac.
Oh, you know what? I think one of the early ones I ever watched was the Katamari Damacy episode. Just rolling around that ball and dressed as the prince.
When I was a kitten, I wanted to be tall. Alas, it did not happen, so I became a ball. And it's just a cat all like curled up and having a 1,000-yard stare.
I love it. I absolutely loved Pat talking about talking about 13 Sentinels getting nominated for Best Story and getting beat by Last of Us 2. Because going like, clearly there was two people in the office who played 13 Sentinels and wouldn't shut up about it. And they had, it's like, so that's why they nominated for the story. And then Last of Us 2 won Best Story even though it has a bad story. It's like, so the long story short, Game Awards mean nothing.
Yeah. And I love how Woodley's like, and people want me to watch that shit? No, I think I'm just going to go back to playing Waku Waku 7.
Yeah. You know what? I told you exactly what I did. I slept in and missed the beginning. I turned it on. I turned on Max's stream, saw Sephiroth. I went, cool. And then I went back to sleep. Yeah, but let's see. I don't know. I'm doing... You know what? Oh, I'm pretty torn between Yakuza Like a Dragon for my... and 13 Sentinels for my 2020 Game of the Year.
They're both. It's an apples outside of the quality of the games. It's comparing apples to oranges, but they both hit it. They both knock you out of the ballpark.
Doom Eternal was really good, but like looking back, I kind of have like some issues.
I have yet to finish it. I'm still on the final mission.
The issue I have with Doom Eternal in that it's the fact that okay, so the problem with Doom 2016 is, where's the triangle go? That's right, the square hole. Where's the circle go? That's right, the square hole. And the square hole is Super Shotgun.
Not good. Well,
have you seen the video I'm referencing?
No, I haven't, but it sounds funny.
Okay, there's a guy playing with a children's toy, and he finds out that every single shape fits into the square hole.
Well, yeah, I would complain too, but firing the super shotgun in every Doom game always felt so cathartic to me.
Yeah, it feels good, but again, there's a problem in that there was no reason to use anything but the minigun, the BFG, and the super shotgun.
The only reason why I would switch to anything else is because if I'm low on ammo, but even then...
Yeah.
Even then.
Like,
chainsaw time.
Yeah, there's never a reason to ever use that pistol again after the start of the game.
Well, the first Doom.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is why they never have it in the sequel.
Yeah, because it sucks. But
which is why in fucking Brutal Doom, you don't even start with the pistol unless you mod it that way. You just start with a standard assault rifle.
As you should. Pistols suck. You don't need them ever. Unless you're dual wielding. Dual wielding is cool.
Or if it's a Magnum.
I wouldn't classify a Magnum as a pistol, so that's a bit different.
6-shooter revolver, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Revolvers are the coolest. Especially the Ocelot variety. But the problem I had with a Doom Eternal is that they got rid of that and every weapon is useful, but it kind of hurts experimentation because when you fight when you're fighting the Marauders, you should be able to use the Unmaker on the Marauders, but you can't, and that is bad game design. Where if you stun a Marauder and pull out any gun that's not intended, they just break out of their stun instantly and block it, and that is bad. Like, the game should reward you for messing around with the other guns and just give you bonuses for the intended ones. But the unintended weapons are useless against most enemies.
So So we're clearly seeing a decay in this version, in this Doom series, because I heard the expansion afterwards wasn't that
Is
well
bad.
received.
It's not great.
Which makes
It
me
is-
feel relieved because the third Doom game is gonna suck donkey tits,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't care because it's exclusive to Xbox now.
Oh
You
God,
didn't
you're
hear
right.
about this? Microsoft bought Bethesda, and they're like, you know what? Bethesda's only going to make games for us, and I'm like, pfft.
Okay, well, good. Now I don't have to. Yeah, good. Keep all the bad games to yourself.
Yeah, you're just they're just going to basically be Rare 2.0 at this at this time.
Because buy a studio that has potential, ruin that potential by giving them no freedom, and then probably shut them down like you always do, Microsoft.
God damn it!
Microsoft should buy EA.
Oh my god!
Or EA should buy Microsoft. Oh,
no,
God. That would
no.
hurt the PC market. Never mind.
Nah. So yeah, I won't feel jelly over you guys buying that shit because you'd be buying shit.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
You stopped understanding what you were doing, and you know what? Skyrim is a bad game. It's always been a bad game.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I still like it, but it is overhyped as shit. Witcher 3 was infinitely better.
I have so many friends who like play nonstop Skyrim. It's like all they play. I'm like, why? I don't like the world, and I don't like the way it looks and plays. I think the game looks hideous, and like everything feels kind of. For a while, it was my hobby to get people to get into Dark Souls because it would ruin Skyrim for them.
How do you feel about Skyrim compared to Oblivion now that Watson is streaming it for some reason?
I think I like Oblivion way more than Skyrim.
Oblivion was the shit for me back in the day, so I'll get that.
Oblivion actually like feels really customizable and very, very breakable.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see people play Skyrim, it's always the same goddamn build.
Which is
I broke the game by being an archer. I'm gonna shoot everything with infinite billion arrows, and then in Oblivion, I made my own spell, and it's a big stupid nuke, and also I can accelerate myself to the speed of light.
Oh, dude, I miss doing that. You just reminded me. Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I attended the magic school in that game, so
Yeah,
I could
exactly.
create my own.
It's so good.
So I could create my own armor version, like these fucking. What were the names of the antagonists that were led by fucking General Zod? They dress in red. The guys who assassinated Patrick Stewart. Shit. Something Dawn, I think.
Well, I'm gonna look this up.
I almost said Red Dawn. I'm like, no, that's
Red Dawn. I was about to say that too. General Zod.
Mankar Cameron. It's Terrence Stamp. That's why I said General Zod.
Military force. Oh, the actor. Okay.
Yeah, he ran a cult, and they were the ones that killed the Emperor so they can fucking open the gates of Oblivion.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the actual game. I thought you were talking about something else, and I was like, oh, I was wondering. I thought you named yourself after something. My bad. I was confused.
No.
I don't remember.
I just remember him because I actually like how before they start a fight, they literally just they go tokusatsu and just transform into armor.
Actually,
the Mythic Dawn. That's what they are. The Mythic Dawn. I actually like how every time.
That's a good name.
I like how every time before a fight starts, they literally just go. They henshin. They straight up henshin, and I'm like, I want to do something like that. So I created my own spell where I just clad myself in Daedric armor and give myself a shitload of buffs. And I just call it Super Daedra mode, which is a reference to Super Dino mode and Dino Thunder.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, Morrowind is probably the best one. Oblivion's a little bit dumbed down, but it has some fun shit in it. And I think Skyrim is just very much, like, it feels like way more restrictive, and and just generally it's like, oh, everything's broken in the same way, versus in Oblivion, everything's broken in every way.
I'm gonna gonna be honest. I like the fact that you weren't forced into a class.
That's good.
They're like, here's a bunch of stats. You level up by doing wherever the fuck you want, and that's how we're gonna make your build around. And because of that, I had a spell where I can summon ghost swords and ghost weapons. And I'm like, oh, cool. I don't have to carry heavy shit anymore. And as a result, my conjuration skill kept climbing up and up. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use this and use this to extend like my spell casting time and shit. I don't know if I'm going to do other conjuration shit, but this is nice. I like this. I like summoning ghost blades.
Yeah, I did watch
they nerfed the melee in the game so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to Oblivion. I just want to be a fucking, I want to be a pro wrestler in the fantasy world. God damn it!
Not enough games have grapple mechanics.
Like, I remember in the
I understand why, but still.
I remember in the first Fable, you could do hand-to-hand combat to the point where there's actually an entire side quest called the Fist Fighters Guild, which is basically Fight Club.
Hell yeah!
And in the sequels, they took that out. You can't go fisty, and there was no Fist Fighters Guild. And I'm like,
that's terrible. Yeah, I like. Even though I never usually use it, I like the option to have like fist weapons and go full melee without using any weapons.
That was another thing that I was surprised with in Witcher. There's hand-to-hand combat, and there are certain segments in the game where you will do that, and there are side quests where you participate in fist tournaments. And I was like, "Holy shit! Oh god, I'm getting things that I love from every RPG, even the ones like."
When I do get
I
PS5,
want another Jade Empire. That's what I'm trying to say.
God, yeah, you're right. Man, BioWare just like left that series to die, and Jade Empire had so much potential.
That sucked because BioWare was still in their golden age. They were coming hot off of KOTOR.
KOTOR, yeah.
That's a game I need to give a second chance now that my tastes in video games have been more refined.
Yeah.
Because I hated the gameplay initially in Knights of the Old Republic, and that's what...
Oh yeah, there was that Strider 2014. Strider's a good game. I played the arcade one. Bye, Ifrit. Hey, we're happy to have you.
See ya, dude. Yeah, I didn't play Strider 2014, but I was legit surprised because Double Helix worked on it, and they had a shitty reputation until that point.
Yeah. But man, that sure saved the reputation.
Well, that and Killer Instinct.
Well, yeah, definitely. But I meant that was the thing where people were going, wait a minute, maybe Killer Instinct is in good hands.
Dude, Jade Empire had John Cleese in it, for fuck's sake.
Oh god, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that shit was great.
Jade Empire was so interesting. There's not really a thing. Like, when was the last time like an actual like Eastern tinted martial arts game came out?
I don't know. Oh, speaking of games that are coming out, god damn it, there's too many games I'm having a hard time keeping track. Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning.
Okay.
I need to get back.
Oh, is it a remake?
Remaster.
Remaster, okay. Didn't Kingdoms of Amalur have like a really troubled development, but turned out good somehow?
Yeah, but well, you saw. I assume you saw the what happened on it.
Yeah, but I didn't retain a lot of it because I never really heard much about Kingdoms of Amalur. I heard the name, but I didn't really know anything about it. And sometimes those episodes don't really stick in my mind that much.
Okay. I actually love the game because I thought the combat was really fun. It's basically a superior version of Fable. And
that's good. I played a lot of Fable only to realize Fable sucks.
And I love how the game's leveling system works. So there's like three major focuses. There's might, magic. I forgot the third one now. I want to say it's skill or something. I think that's like for thieves and shit. And each one of them has a skill tree and shit, right?
Yeah.
So every time you would add a skill point to one of these three trees, it would get added to overall. So for example, if you, I believe I want to say Magic had the Scorpion Spear attack that I would use all the time because enemies would be like 20 feet away, and I'm like, no, you're not, motherfucker. Get over here. And if I'm fighting a large enemy, I actually just fly towards them instead of bringing them over here because, you know, weight class and shit. So it would take the numbers and accumulate, and you would get a tier. And then they have tiers for this shit. So you can go pure might. And I think every time you level up, you get at least like 3 skill points to spend. And that would shape your character. That would transform his skills and abilities and his play style.
Yeah.
So I think I was combining both might and magic. So I would try to evenly distribute them. And it got to the point where my character's dodges, which by default were just normal ass rolls, but now I was doing the Siri teleport dashes. Since you've seen my Witcher 3 stream, you know what I'm talking about, because I did get to a Siri segment.
Teleport dash fucking rule.
Yeah, my character was doing it. I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, there's there's like special builds surrounding them. Yeah, and the combat was fun. The world was a little weird. It's written by R.A. Salvatore, and the story has the overall theme of averting fate, because your character is known as a fate weaver. It's a guy who can basically just tell destiny to go fuck itself. And I'm all for the theme of, you know what, Destiny? I don't care if you're going to tell me my wife is going to die. I'm going to save her and she's going to live and we're going to have kids. Go fuck yourself.
Speaking of Destiny and everything, there's a weird like thing that was brought up, is that Toon Link from Wind Waker may be the only non-reincarnation of Link that was able to kill Ganondorf, and thus he broke the cycle.
See, I don't pay attention to the overall timeline of Legend of Zelda. I treat them as separate entities all the way through, so...
But that dumb bit of lore makes me like Wind Waker even more.
That's fine, and I would like that too. Because I'm like, you know... I don't care what the gods say. Why would I fuck my mom? That would be gross.
If Oedipus was normal.
Yeah, I was like, that seems kind of weird.
No.
It seems kind of weird. Maybe I would kill my dad. He's kind of an asshole lately. But why would I F my mom?
You dad.
So that's
just God of War. Fuck you, Dad. The game.
So I think a Switch version of Re-Reckoning is coming out. I don't know if I want to get it on the I don't know if I want to get it on the Switch or see how it runs on PS4. Because it might run smooth 60 FPS and what was I gonna say? And limited load times, all that shit, you know.
Yeah.
Plus
that's the reason I kind of want to get Strikers on PC, which I should just do that now. Because, hey, good loading.
Well, here's the thing. In the middle of my backlog, now that I've finished 13 Sentinels, took forever, but I did it.
Yep.
The next thing on my list, Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. Gotta fucking finish that. And then afterwards, Persona 5 Royal, then maybe Strikers, and who knows, maybe Kingdoms of Amalur. Kingdoms of Amalur.
I'd actually play Persona 4 the Golden, because I've never played Golden.
Oh my god. Oh, wow, really?
I played Vanilla.
Wow.
I never had a Vita, so...
Persona 4 Golden was the reason why I bought a fucking Vita.
Yeah. I just happened to, like... I bought Persona, like, it was a couple years after it came out, but I heard a lot of people going, yo, Persona 4 best, like, the last best game on the PS2. I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Yo, this game's hype.
I don't know. Have I told my story of Persona 4 yet?
No, I don't think you did.
Well, I probably told it in other videos, and I know I told that story with Magus on Absolute Counter, but yeah, I heard about the game a couple of times, blah, blah, blah. At the time, I never cared about JRPGs, because whatever, turn-based combat turns me off, gives me flaccid dick.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that the powers that be are trying to get me into that fucking franchise because they made an anime adaptation in 2011.
Yeah.
And I was like, video game adaptations, they're usually like 50-50. I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
Oh, yeah, I think you did talk about this.
And Magus told me, oh, no. That's actually a really good adaptation. The only difference is that the character you're playing, the main character actually has a personality. And boy, does he have a personality.
Yeah, he does.
But I still wasn't interested. And then I found out that Arc System Works was making a fighting game based off of that. And then I got interested. So I decided to pick up Persona 4 Reno, played it. Was really getting interested in the soundtrack, the art style, and all that shit. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this may actually have a great story and everything, but I'm still turned off by RPG shit, so maybe I'll just watch the anime. I guess I got really impatient one day and I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to get Persona 4 Vanilla. And I did. They had a copy for like $30 or $40. I was playing it, and then I was playing it, and then I was like, God damn it, I can't wait to get off of my shitty job at Taco Bell to play more Persona.
Yep.
I
was like that when 5 came out. I left work early to play more 5.
And then I find out, after looking up the wiki, that there's going to be an updated version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh, nice. Oh, what the hell's the Vita? Oh, I've heard mixed things about it. But Persona 4 was so good. I'm going to play something like that. In the middle of all that, I did play Persona 3 Fez.
Yeah.
Which I like, but the quality of life shit, you know, it's like what Pat said.
Quality of life, like, it is rough to go from 4 to 3.
It's like what Pat said about if you jump to Yakuza Like a Dragon and tried to play the earlier entries of the franchise.
Yeah. Well, the earlier entries would be very different. I guess it would be like playing 6 and going to different ones, because that was like 6 was the most recent one that had the real-time combat.
No, Kiwami 2 did. Why are people forgetting about Kiwami 2? That game was great.
Yeah, you're right, Kiwami 2.
God, why are people forgetting about Kiwami 2? I actually really liked Kiwami 2.
Yeah.
I understand people criticizing 6. I didn't think it was as terrible as everyone else says it is, but I understand the criticisms. But
I haven't played it yet. It's on my list, though.
But when I was like, dude, there's a new version of Persona 4 Golden, and I fucking bought the damn thing at a GameStop physically, even though I don't own a Vita. But I was like, man, I love this game too goddamn much. And I said, you know what? I'm going to buy a fucking Vita. So I did some research on which Vita I should get, blah, blah, blah. Should I get this or with the AT&T shit, whatever. My friend said, no, don't buy with that. The thing has Wi-Fi built in already. Just use that.
Yeah.
And I have a white Vita, which is the Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation one, because it was between that bundle or the fucking Call of Duty bundle. And even though I'm a fan of neither franchise, I decided to go with the Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation because the reviews were a little bit more favorable, and it did take place in New Orleans. And you did play as a cool black slave liberator. She had a really cool design. I forgot her name, but I thought...
Yeah, I remember she was pretty cool.
She had a really cool look. And, again, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
But the game wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
That's always a shame.
Didn't matter, man. I wanted to pop in, play Persona 4 Golden, and I actually liked it way more than Vanilla 4, even though I already like Vanilla 4, because of the extra content they added in the game.
Yep. Extra content's always good.
Extra content, extra dungeon, the fusion search system.
Quality of life. Yep. The
fusion
thing.
search, skill selection. That was the first time they
Skill
introduced
selection
that.
is the big one, because oh my god, me playing Nocturne like pretty recently, like I was just going like, do I want this build? No. Give me Makatora, damn it. No. Okay, I got Makatora, but I don't have anything else, damn it. Oh.
Yeah. When is that fucking release of Nocturne coming out for Americans? Jason?
When the fuck is Nocturne Remaster coming out?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I thought you knew.
No, I have no idea. I keep looking at it, and like, I guess the Japanese version was really, really jank when it came out, and that we're gonna get a better version that actually works by the time it eventually comes out.
Boy, I hope the next Nintendo Direct is just strictly Shin Megami Tensei focus. Like, be like, okay, here's SMT3 Nocturne.
This is for me and no one else. Like, yeah, SMT. I can't believe we haven't seen gameplay footage of SMT5 yet. It's ridiculous.
Come on, man. We'll sacrifice the Son of Heaven. Fucking love that boss theme.
Yeah.
That creepy megaphone music that while having being double voiced by the little microphone guy from not microphone. I don't know what that speech program is, but I know they used it in No More Heroes to name the assassins. Dr. Peace. Let's shake.
Harvey Moiselitz Verladolski.
I mean, God, I heard that all the way back while listening to Ibuki's arranged theme in New Generation.
Yeah, it's a good. I don't remember what that's called, but I do know that a lot of people used it. Kind of like that one. There's like that one like royal free sound effect thing that like every game studio used for a time. That's why every pot smash sounds the same.
Damn.
And that's also why there's like 3 different games that have the Islamic chanting in them, because it was just from a random random CD.
And they probably had to fucking take that out in later versions because it might.
Yep, every single one of them. I'm seeing what else had that chanting in it. It was the most famously was Ocarina of Time, and then I think the other one was Kakdu Chojin, which was that weird like Mortal Kombat clone for the original Xbox. Kakdu Chojin Back Alley Brutal, that was the name of the game.
Wasn't Bison stage from Street Fighter V the most recent example?
You know, that might have been the case. I don't remember that though. Yeah, I don't think I heard anything about that actually.
Seriously, but, if they ever do release a Yuki Takamiya figure, she better be.
I'm quite a lot of that. Okay,
she better be doing the fucking Sukuban squat.
She better be doing the squat, and she better have a Hey-C. I drank that Hey-C like instantly. I like that you have the option to offer it to what the hell? To Erica, and then like, oh, you offer that to me? No, and then you just drink it right in front of her.
Yuki Takamiya, Tomi Kisaragi, Game of the Year.
Erica Aiba.
Oh, that's
girls'
funny.
bathroom.
Okay, that's funny. I'm seeing artwork of Megumi Yakashiji drawn almost very similar to the Madoka art style.
I mean, hey, that her dub they share a dub actress too. I guess that Homura is. Yeah, I guess she's voiced by Homura, which makes a lot of sense.
That makes more sense than Madoka herself. That for sure. By the way, Veronica Taylor, the voice of Ash Ketchum, is Okino.
That's pretty good. What's the one that
she's still acting.
okay, Morgana being Tomi, like the second. Like, every time she, like, kind of mischievously laughs, I'm like, God damn it, Morgana, get out of my game. Even though Tomi's one of my favorites.
In the case of voice actress you hear out all the time, I need to look it up, but I know Kisaragi has Morgana's voice actress.
Yeah, yeah.
Does Erica Harlacher, what's her, Ann Tamaki, does she voice anyone in that game?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, but Yuki is the dub voice of Ryoko. Yeah, from Kill la Kill.
Oh. You mean Ryuko?
Ryuko, shit, yeah. I was thinking Ryoko Shinonome, my bad. But yeah, no, they knew what they were doing. Angry.
Are you having a hard time
tomboy
remembering?
Thug girl, you're gonna be voiced by Ryuko.
Having memory problems? You need to take your medication.
Pills.
Dude, that animation.
splitting.
That fucking animation. She pours like a handful of them and just.
Those pills are enormous. Like, she straight up says the pills are giant and hard to swallow.
It's like, no wonder you run out, you bitch.
Yeah. There's like 5 pills per bottle, and you eat 6 of them per headache.
Oh, that is more than 6, dude.
Yeah. Take all the pills. Peel's here. Oh, but hey, do you want to hate me?
Sure.
Want to know why I got into Persona 4?
Why?
So,
Memes?
I was watching X play. I'm like, wow, they really didn't like this game very much. I'll ignore it. It's just a game that got like a mediocre review because they weren't really a big fan of it. Because infamously they gave Persona 3 a 3 out of 5 and thought it was really lame. And then they gave a better review. It was a 4 out of 5 to Persona 4, and they marked it down because they thought it was too similar to 3. And they said like 3 was better anyways. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You hated 3. And then I didn't really think anything of it. And then Extra Credits, that awful web show that I used to watch pretty religiously when it was on The Escapist, started hyping up Persona 4. And I'm like, oh, I should give this game a shot. Sounds good.
Yep.
And that's why I played.
The
video that said, yo, Kanji Tatsumi and Naoto Shirogane are amazing LGBT representation in the game. And then you play the game, it's like,
no.
Not really?
If Kanji was really gay, he would not fall in love with Naoto anymore after finding out about her. So fuck off.
No. Yeah. I generally say I think shipping anybody with Naoto is kind of weird. Because I think Naoto needs to figure herself out for a bit. But that said, I think Kanji and Teddy belong together. I ship characters to make the most people angry.
All of it, you started a new game, and then all of a sudden you're a Japanese high school boy. You didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this. But here we are. That was the fucking dumbest thing ever. I never liked Extra Credits, man.
Extra Credits is terrible.
Yeah, even before then, I was like, why do people listen to this guy?
Why they that's the thing that bothered me the most about him was that weird like pitched up sped up voice.
Yeah, that's what I found. You know, so I hate high pitch anything except for Miwako. She's all right.
Yeah, Miwako's wonderful. Man, Miwako is thirsty. I like when you can use Miwako as a striker. Like, hey, Senpai's over there. Go talk to him. Go to Senpai. What kind of girl do you like? Do you like snacks? Do you like what movies do you like? And Goto just sitting there like, I hate my life right now. That's my favorite part in the game, I think, is summoning her to
I sent you something
Goto.
on Facebook.
What?
I sent you something on Facebook.
Yeah.
I just thought the artwork was hilariously cute.
Wait, let's see.
Facebook on the Messenger.
Yep, I saw it. Oh, that's really cute. Just stomping the cat.
Yeah.
Man, every character in that game is so good.
I know. No. I almost didn't buy it until a little fat leprechaun told me, no, go buy this. This is a better story than Xenogears.
God damn it.
He's like,
and then his intimidating ogre friend said, yeah, buy the game, totally. Reboot.
So, I listened to Pat and Paige on Clemps' podcast, Coffee with Clemps.
Yeah.
And is like, well, I've played 13 Sentinels, and Clemps is like, shut up, don't say anything.
Yeah, I agree, Clemps.
But dude, that fucking story about Paige, how she needed to go use the bathroom because if she shat herself, she would have lost a bet with Pat.
Oh yeah, I saw. Okay, I didn't hear the actual story, but I did hear I did see a bunch of memes about it.
Did she shit herself? I'm not gonna tell you. You need to listen to the podcast. You can find out yourself.
Yeah. I wish
being
movies
said,
would advertise that way. Did the hero shit themselves? Find out in this movie.
That being said, I can relate.
Next time on Will Goku shit himself? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Goku shits himself.
That being said, I can relate on a couple instances. I remember a couple years back, I decided to go walk to the Dairy Queen, which is about 30, 45 minutes from where I live, and just ordered me a fucking disgusting meal. And then as I was walking back home, my stomach was hurting really, really bad.
Dairy Queen has really underrated burgers.
And I am 35 minutes away from home on foot.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. So I was like trying to hold it in, trying to keep it in, walking. Here's the weird thing about me and my anus. And I apologize for anyone who's grossed out by this, but the closer I got home, the worse it felt. The worse.
Oh, that's a thing.
It's like, well, we know there's a bathroom there, so we could just. And I'm like, no. And then there was this one time when I had like 3 different types of breakfasts for my entire meal. I mean, I think I had some like egg sandwich from Sonic for breakfast, and for lunch we went to a Jack in the Box, got another egg and bacon sandwich, and probably some other disgusting shit in between. And I just remember, like 50 miles away from home, my stomach went, "You ate a lot of breakfast food. It'd be a shame if you shat yourself right now." So just driving while having this mean face on default. So if somebody saw me on the road, they'll be like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, but I'm trying not to speed, trying to follow the speed limit, because if a cop pulls me over, that's it.
There's a reason there's a popular bumper sticker that says the only reason I'm speeding is because I really have to poop.
just trying to hold in, but thankfully I made it. I made it both times.
Yeah.
But I remember one of those times I shat so hard I literally went out of breath. I was nauseous.
Outside of my own home.
So yeah, I chased off my fan base right now.
Everyone has a story of a time they almost shot themselves. If you didn't, then you're not human.
No, you're not, you fucking android. And I'm sussing you.
Yep.
Sus. Sus. Everyone's quiet now.
They all got sussed. What was...
You're playing this video game, and all of a sudden, you're a furry. You didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this, but here we are.
Yep.
All right.
You wake up from this tomb. You're the Doom Slayer. You didn't ask for this. You didn't choose this, but things are now this way.
Well, God, I said she heard worse. Good.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can make it worse. Like a tampon. After I got my first taste of blood, I wanted more. So I decided to go duck hunting with Waldor.
Oh god.
That's still my favorite Captain Hero line from Drawn Together.
Man. Oh, what else have... Yeah, I had a...
You were drinking with Al all afternoon?
I was drinking with Al all afternoon and yesterday. We did do a big ale. It was a St. Patrick's Day one where we all just sang Irish drinking songs between drinks. I'm the only one who knows Lily the Pink, apparently. It's my favorite drinking song.
Huh.
But everyone knew beer, trickly beer because of A Bard's Tale. Which, of all games, is that like a weird hidden gem that everyone should know about?
I don't know, but it'll make you feel better. 13 Sentinels has 400,000 copies sold.
That's pretty good, especially for a game that niche.
Good. Hmm.
We gotta pump them numbers, those rookie numbers.
Yeah, I could get them numbers high.
Let's buy multiple copies. I wonder what the next game Vanillaware is gonna make in like 8 years.
Yeah, and I like
They don't
Dragon...
make mini games, but because that art style takes a while to make.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't want them to change.
You don't want to what?
I don't want them to change their art style.
Oh, never, never. Nobody has art that looks that good.
Nope.
I did hype up that one to Al and all of his friends this weekend when we were drinking. I'm like, no, I played 13 Sentinels, 13 Sentinels.
Good. I hope they listen.
One of them did. Al didn't want anything to do with it because he's like, oh, a game where I have to focus and listen to a story.
Man, I just want to put him in a stunner right now after that shit, because that's like I have two.
That's me putting words in his mouth. It's not a game he would get, but it's because he doesn't have a PS4.
Well, okay, but what if it came on the Switch, asshole?
If it comes out on Switch or PC, I will gift it to him on Steam, and then it'll sit alongside Persona 4 as a game he'll never play on Steam.
Okay, you know what? If the off chance 13 Sentinels is something he can easily get and play, and he can finish within like the span of like a week, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I promise, I swear on my mom's grave, I will stop badgering him about a review for Punch-Out for the Wii. Because I'm still making that joke. Because it still makes me laugh. 12 years and it's still funny to me. I'm sorry.
Wait, did he say he was going to do a review and just never did one, or?
Yeah.
Okay, because I do that with the
2009.
Grinch review.
Back in 2009.
I helped him write a script for that review and he never made it. Because he was going to cosplay the Grinch at a convention, and the B side of the Grinch review was going to be him doing doing a skit called How the Grinch Stole Waifus. And we totally wrote a script, it rhymed and everything, and it ended with like Weeaboos giving him a flash drive that had that had a bunch of a bunch of anime he should watch on it. I try to remember one of my favorite lines, like it's going like, I'll watch him. Yeah, it's like, I'll watch Higurashi and the Higurashi Monogatari too. I'll read all of JoJo, not just start at part 2. That was my favorite. That was a line I contributed that I really liked. And it was going to end with him about to watch all the anime, but he doesn't have a modern computer. It'll be him trying to shove a USB into a Super Nintendo. And then cursing the Weeaboos for giving him technology that was too new. Unfortunately, that never happened. I was like, oh, that'd be so much fun to shoot. Once I finish Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yeah, I need to, you know what? That's the game that's probably next on my list, is I need to play Torna.
Oh, yeah, I think after Persona 5 Royal and Scramble, maybe I'll play Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Yeah. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is amazing.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, all I remember is, I'll slip like a baby, followed by...
I'll slip like a baby, Bat just loses his shit.
Followed by Pat just laughing.
Okay, so... Do you want to... There's a scene that exemplifies Rex as a character. I probably brought this up.
You probably did.
But, best girl in the game, at one point there's a massive reveal, and basically saves everyone's lives, and just goes, I love you, Rex! And Rex like, I love you too! I love all of you guys! Fucking hate Rex so much.
I can't get my dick hard, so that's why I'm oblivious. God, I'm getting tired of that fucking character archetype on our protagonist.
I can't get my dick.
I don't even know what kissing is.
I don't know what sex is. I like when characters fuck.
Or want to fuck.
Yes. You know what? In 13 Sentinels, characters want to fuck.
boy, do they.
Boy, do they love. I hope that Miwako can get some fuck in the future.
I hope so too.
From you.
Yeah, when she's older.
Yeah. Oh, cat. So I'm petting my cat.
Oh, speaking of cats, I sent you something on Facebook.
Yes. Let's see.
Let's see if you get it.
Fucking go back to sleep, you bastard. Bonafide. Hey, you look tired. You should get to sleep. No. Oh.
Is this
Damn it, Tomy, I don't want to go to sleep. Okay, there's a random line that Wooly and Pat were doing when they were explaining Tomy and Ogata's relationship early in the game, which is like, you're ugly and your pigtails smell like farts. It's like, yeah, that's basically what they'd say to each other.
I like Tomy, though.
I like Tomy a lot, too, but I do love the way they talk to each other when they first meet.
Hey,
But she makes fun of his hair and he gets mad. It's like, yeah, whatever, dog face. It's like, never heard that insult before, but I know it's derogatory.
How do you do, fellow kids? Fellow 80s kids?
How do you do, fellow 80s kids? I am also an 80s kids.
All right, I think I'm ready to wrap shit up because
I'm gonna probably chill out. And one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers, just put out a video, in a series I really like. Which, random thing, the random trend I'm all about right now is that there's like 5 different Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers who are building randomized decks, and they're having like a tournament based on randomized decks, and I'm all for it.
Dude, that actually sounds cool. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds really fun to watch.
So, I would recommend watching. Hardlight Gaming is doing a thing with the Dual Logs, who's this guy who does custom card live streams and top 10 lists for Yu-Gi-Oh. And their gimmick is that they have a pack simulator where they go through the 75 original booster packs, and they're allowed to keep one card from each pack they open, and they have to build a deck out of that.
Oof.
And then they get some dumb shit, and then they play it in a simulator. And then the other one, DZ, I don't really recommend his videos. He's kind of like makes his quality is very quantity over quality. But he's currently doing one called the Bulk Challenge, where him and another dude buy a bulk pack of cards on eBay, and then they have to build a deck out of it, and then they challenge each other.
See, I'm pretty sure all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I still have with me are all tournament banned at this point.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Oh, really? Because
Pot of Greed is probably the only one.
Because,
No, generally,
because I'm
like
Gen
old
1,
Power
dude.
Creed. What were you? What? Sorry, what?
I'm Gen 1, dude, so...
Yeah. No, they're not. No, the thing I love about Yu-Gi-Oh is that they don't have like seasonal. I'm trying to remember this. They don't have a rotation. Every card is legal unless it gets put on the ban list, and the only cards you can put on ban lists are the ones that like outright hurt the game because otherwise everyone would be running them. Like Pot of Greed is legitimately an amazing card that lets you get an extra card at no cost.
Yeah.
So that'll always be banned. It's too good and there's no downside. But, there's actually random thing, bring it back to 13 Sentinels for a moment. Okay, so there's that one boss fight where Seaside Vacation kicks in and it's amazing. What is that called? Like when music is coming from in the world in the game. Like like the players are actually hearing it, it's not outside music.
Diegetic.
Diegetic. That's the term I couldn't remember. I don't remember any case where I haven't loved diegetic music.
Yeah, people were criticizing Star Trek Beyond because there was a moment in the scene where they play Sabotage by Beastie Boys.
but it's diegetic and it's great.
Yeah, it was diegetic. It was like, oh no, I don't hate this scene. Why is everyone complaining about this? And
that
fucking
was amazing.
I know
Star Trek Beyond was a really good movie that was advertised badly.
Yeah, I agree. Star Trek Beyond is actually the best out of that particular trilogy.
Yeah.
Not the best Star Trek movie, but it's the best one in that particular
I thought
area.
it felt more like a Star Trek movie than the other ones did. Because it felt like a Star Trek episode, because they're like, oh, hey, we found a weird way around this. And sure, it's like a big, dumb, like, doomsday plot, but it still felt more like Star Trek, because they were on, like, another planet, and, like, the action happened, but it wasn't ridiculous.
And the antagonist could have been interesting if they developed him earlier instead of just making it a last-minute twist.
That's true.
Because that shit was interesting. And Earth wasn't being threatened. It was some fucking colony. Yeah. It was some cool-ass looking colony that was being threatened that they're trying to protect because, you know, there's more to Starfleet than just Earth assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Simon Pegg knew what the fuck he was doing when he co-wrote the script.
Yeah, God, I love Simon Pegg.
Me too. And speaking of, Cinema Sins is a shitty channel.
Sure is. Cinema Wins is better because it's just the opposite that goes into like movies that should be appreciated and talks about what's good about them.
Well, Cinema Wins is just uploaded part 1 of The World's End, the last film in the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh yeah, that movie is good.
I only saw the movie once, but I remember liking it coming out of the theater. It was like,
that
was
like
a lot of fun.
Very anti-Hollywood movie, especially where it goes at the end.
Oh man, Barstool boxing gloves.
Yep.
Damn, Nick Frost, you gangsta. That was the thing. That was the thing I loved the most about that film, was that Simon Pegg was kind of playing the irresponsible man-child, but Nick Frost was the straight man.
Yep. That was very fun.
And
nice
it still worked. It still worked beautifully.
It worked. They had to change the context a bit for the character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Pierce Brosnan was in it, and I was like, wow, you got a running
theme. Yeah, he was.
I'm like, wow. I wish they had Roger Moore in the first movie or something, because they had like a running theme of James Bond actors in their films. Like the second film had Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
The third one had Pierce Brosnan.
It wasn't big enough to get a Bond actor in Shaun of the Dead, I suppose.
God damn. But if they made a fourth one, Daniel Craig has to show up.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, Cinema Wins did part 1 because there's so many good things to talk about in that film that he has to break it into multiple parts. He did that for Hot Fuzz.
I love that you just mentioned Cinema Sins, and I immediately turned into Cinema Wins, because it turned out you were just going to talk about Cinema Wins anyway.
Well, yeah, Cinema Wins is a great channel.
Way better, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He points out positives, then he does an honest critique of the thing at the end. I'm like, no, this is good. This is solid.
Wow, you're not just being a nitpicky asshole for clicks.
Mm-hmm. No. And you're talking about movies I love, and then you're making me love them more. Yeah. Because there were things I didn't notice, or he would point out things I completely missed.
Yeah.
Fascist! Psh, hag. All right. Anything else before I wrap it up?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to bring it back to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing really quick, because you're mentioning, like, cards that aren't, like, tournament legal anymore, because there is a general power creep in the game, but Magic the Gathering and I think Pokemon has a rotation. Like, you play old school version, or these cards are currently what is tournament legal. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have that, and every card is legal, which leads to some weird shit happening, because every once in a while, a card will come out that is accidental support for a super old card, and then they have to go back and like limit some card that came out like 15 years ago, because it's all of a sudden it's viable and it's really broken.
See, 13 Sentinels ended with a beautiful explosion, but AEW Revolution.
It's a good note to end on. 13 Sentinels, explosions than AEW.
So yeah, if you have a PlayStation 4, just please play 13 Sentinels. Play
owe
it,
it
play
to
it, play it.
yourself. You will thank you.
Play it, play it, play it. Don't be a bitch. Play it, play it, play it.
Yeah.
So
Do
with
it, do
that-
it.
With that, this is Starscream signing out.
So Screelton signing off.
Take care, everybody.
Good night.